It's turned up the heat, and it was already white hot here. Now suddenly they break clear, and Rosler has chipped Schmeichel, and Manchester City are in the lead. 11 minutes gone. Manchester United 0, Manchester City 1. Uwe Rosler, the hero of Main Road, has given them the lead. The Manchester United defence cut to shreds, totally square, and the through ball sent Rosler on his way, in behind Bruce. But look at that for calm finishing in an atmosphere like this, to have the cool head, let alone the technique, to be able to chip the goalkeeper from that range, underlines what a talented player Uwe Rosler is. Schmeichel got a hand to it, but couldn't keep it out. Bruce, Cole, it's a great layoff for Nicky Butt, and Butt got himself into a really dangerous position there, and it took two City defenders, Summerby and Curl, to deny him. Tremendous move by United, lovely little knockdown by Cole, and at that point it looked as though Nicky Butt had got himself into a goal-scoring position. The ball, Lomas to Summerby. He is an instinctive winger, of course, Nicky Summerby, though he's been used in a right-back role of late, with Richard Edgehill out with a broken leg. Here's Lomas for City, slipping the attentions of Keane impressively, and a dangerous-looking ball in, and again, the clearance, not of the highest order, but effective at least. Brown playing it forward, Kinkladze, nice little ball. Here's Uwe Rosler again, forced wide by Pallister. McQuinn, Rosler again, good effort. Quinn back to defend, and he'll know where the threat will be coming from. Pallister, and also Bruce. And it almost sneaked in. It was a great save in the end by Immel, and with all the Manchester City attention directed to Messrs Pallister and Bruce, the marking became a little sloppy, and Immel had to produce a terrific one-handed save from Roy Keane. But this time, a little push, and he seems to have given a penalty. I honestly thought for a moment that the push was by a United player on a City man, and that he was giving a free kick, but clearly he has awarded a penalty. Clearly he's awarded it. What is not clear is why. Well, even the players, and including the Manchester United ones, seem stunned by that decision. So, Manchester United gifted an opportunity to draw level before half-time. Eric Cantona will take the kick. And scores. The goal coming in the 39th minute. Manchester United 1, Manchester City 1. But surely a controversial award. Giggs with the penalty, with the corner that led to the penalty. Now it must have presumably been that challenge by Frontsek on Cantona. And the referee saw that as Frontsek deliberately holding down Cantona. Well, you see hundreds of challenges like that go unpunished. Maybe, strictly speaking, by the laws of the game, he was impeding an opponent. Cantona. Lovely football again, and a good challenge, but it's gone to Giggs. Just tried to catch Immel out. Clever shot by Giggs. Scored 7 times this season, Ryan Giggs. And as I mentioned moments earlier, he's looked far more dangerous now that he's switched to the left flank. That was almost on target. But it was a Giggs corner, remember, that led to United's penalty. Not this time, though. Cleared by Quinn, only as far as Cantona. It's a good first-time layoff. Keane shot! That was a terrific effort. and it is in fact the final piece of action of the half. Well, what drama that would have been, but for a matter of inches. Roy Keane might have been giving Manchester United the lead here, right on the stroke of half-time. Incidentally, during the half-time interval, referee Wilkie has confirmed that in that melee of players that we saw halfway through the first half, he also showed the yellow card to Keith Curle. And it's Curle caught out, trying to make the interception, and into the side netting. I think a lot of the crowd thought Lee Sharpe had hit that into the back of the net. A stifled roar. And Curle here, in his effort to win the ball ahead of Nicky Butt, inadvertently turned it straight into the path of Sharpe. Gary Pallister finding Cantona. Oh, great ball outside of the right foot, and it's come through to Sharpe, and Immel loses it, and Curle hacks it clear, and the referee has got another problem here. That's about all I can say. I'm not entirely sure what he's given. And beaten on the far post, and Giggs heads it onto the top of the net. Pallister beat Quinn to the ball on the near post. A well-rehearsed, well-practiced routine, which almost brought a United goal. Giggs, in fact, you could argue, really should have done better here. Beautiful corner, wasn't it? He almost planted it straight onto the head of Pallister. The flick took it well beyond Immel, who committed himself totally. And Giggs, well, I think you've got to say, should have scored then. Neville. Cantona finding Keane. It's a great break from midfield by Keane. This time, Micah Immel was very safe and held on to it just as well, because if he'd spilled it out like the previous one, City might have been in trouble here. So typical of Roy Keane, that goal bursting through the centre like that. Ryan Giggs, perhaps he can open up this City defence, which has done extremely well. And there's a lovely little ball down the line, and it's pulled back towards Sharpe. Lee Sharpe gets the breakthrough. Manchester United take the lead. 78 minutes gone. And Ryan Giggs inevitably heavily involved in the build-up. Joy around three-quarters of Old Trafford. And Lee Sharpe, for the second successive match here, gets an absolutely vital goal. Neville's pulled back, and right on the penalty spot, Lee Sharpe dispatched it with convincing power and accuracy. Great little run by Giggs to start the attack. Neville pulled it back. The volley was crisp. Immel got a hand to it, but it was hit powerfully enough. Nicky Butt lines up the shot, perhaps. And he could well have sneaked the goal there on the near post.